Kirkwood Baptist Church, on behalf of the staff, I hope you are doing well as we are already 1 month into 2021. As we are moving into this season, you are probably already aware that the season, the observance of Ash Wednesday, the season of Lent, Holy Week, and Easter will soon be upon us. In fact, 2 weeks from this Wednesday, February 3rd, is Ash Wednesday. Easter will be on April 4th. It's not lost on any of us here at KBC of the fact that this last year, when we started on our Lenten journey, in many ways it became derailed. And Lent became a much longer period for many of us as we were not able to worship in person and we were having to practice disciplines that many of us have never practiced before, like social distancing and wearing masks and that sort of thing. For those of you who have continued to practice those disciplines like social distancing and wearing masks and that type of thing, we are incredibly grateful for the work that you are doing. We are grateful for the way that you are embodying the ethic of loving God and loving neighbor. Now, you might be wondering, why in the world are we sending a video about this? And to be honest, we're not sending a video much about that, but really to get us prepared for things like Ash Wednesday and the season of Lent. So here's what we're going to do, because Ash Wednesday is going to look different this year. No one gets to burn the palm leaves in the sanctuary the same way, which means that several of us are glad about that. It makes some of you nervous whenever I do that. So here's what we are going to do. On the 17th at 6:30 a.m., we're going to live stream an Ash Wednesday service. Now, you are welcome to join us if you're someone who gets up early in the morning and likes to get started with their day. Or you can watch it later in the day, of course, and we will leave it up for the observance of Ash Wednesday. We also want to offer two other opportunities, one at 12:30 and the other at 5:30. To come by the church. We will either be under the portico or under a tent in the parking lot, and we will actually do the imposition of ashes if you are comfortable with that. So we will be double masking, we will be sanitizing between the imposition of ashes, and if you're wanting to participate, but you're also not quite to the point where you're okay with being that close to another person who's not in your pod or your bubble, we will have small bags of ashes that you can take home. There'll be a little liturgy with it, and you can actually observe at home, either with the people that you live around or even doing it in the mirror. There is something very powerful during this time, and maybe sobering for many of us, to observe during this season the words, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." Finally, there's another item and idea that we're working with. During the season of Lent, on Tuesdays, this will be right after Ash Wednesday begins, the following Tuesday, we are going to have masked, limited attendance, and socially distanced times of prayer and scripture reading together. These will be held at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. You will need to sign up to be a part of this, so there will be a sign up online that you can do. If you're somebody who maybe doesn't have access to the computer, or you know of someone who would want to participate that doesn't, call the church office. We will get people signed up. What we're going to do is gather as a community, a small community, and we're going to go through the daily office from the Book of Common Prayer that day. The hope is that for many of you, you have not seen the inside of the sanctuary in over a year. And this might be an opportunity for you to come and to sit in your pew, or to take a moment to imagine all of the people that you haven't seen that you sit around. It's not meant to be a time of sadness, but hopefully a time of encouragement for all of us as we continue this journey together. It is our hope that during this season of Lent that you will find different ways to participate, whether it's through your continued presence in our online worship opportunities, or maybe it's a chance to try out one of these smaller gatherings. As we continue this journey together, please know that you are in our prayers and that we covet your prayers for us. Talk to you later.